Throughout the history of mankind, the divine messages are often shrouded in mystery. Prophets, messiahs, or whichever names you call them, are often persecuted and oppressed, their words obscured. But how do we distinguish the true from the false? To do so, one can only rely on the divine's guidance, and the truth will reveal itself to those who earnestly seek it. Like so many other world prophecies, Native American predictions point to our present time as the start of a new era. The indigenous people aptly call this era the new springtime. Our distinguished guest, the Honorable Chief Phil Lane Jr., shares his insights.
There's many ways that people describe the new springtime. Mm-hmm. Some call it the fifth world. Mm-hmm. Some call it the fourth world. Some call it the eighth fire. So you'll find in all spiritual traditions the foretelling of this new springtime. Just like I was talking about the Lord's Prayer, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Mm-hmm. And that's what I really believe we're doing, is that heaven is coming to earth.
So in your view, this new springtime is already here?
Yes.
It's happening, right?
It's happening. It's happening. It's been happening for a while.
We have entered the springtime, the golden era, yet at the same time, as Chief Phil Lane Jr. previously said, we are also undergoing a time of purification and crisis. Chief Lane's messages are not his alone. They belong to many fellow wise indigenous elders, past and present, some of whom have received inner visions of their own.
Our prophecies tell us that we are at the crossroads. We face chaos, disaster, and endless tears from our relatives' eyes. Or we can unite spiritually in peace and harmony.
It's time to bring the message of the urgent need for peace, of creating an energy shift throughout the world.
Our Mother Earth is suffering. Her wonderful gifts, the water, the trees, the air are being abused. Her children, the two-legged, the four-legged, those that swim, crawl, and fly are being annihilated. We see such atrocities occurring everywhere.
We argue, fight, and hurt each other, and we hurt the Mother Earth. Now, we will all have to live with that. It is too late to stop the Mother, who has to cleanse herself from all our ways of no respect.
For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has also been patiently sharing the same message as the ancient Native American prophecies. It is a message of urgent warning, but also one of hope.
There are two choices now. One is totally destruction. Another is go ahead with progress in all way of life, including spiritual. And the future is in our hands, really. So it's our duty to rescue people. If we love this planet, if we think it's a beautiful place, which it is, it takes billions of years to make one. until it's livable like today, so beautiful like this. So we have to also make contribution. If we can, we fix it. You can see so much disaster, almost end of the world, war all the time. World War I, World War II, almost World War III. If not World War III, then disaster. Everywhere. And if even not disaster, always some different disease coming out that people don't know where from and what to do with it. So we have to know that this world at this time is a difficult time. Yeah, it's a transition between the worst to the best. So if we don't meditate on this time, then we have been doomed. We would have been doomed. Yeah.
So don't forget to do your prayers at home, so we will be able to eliminate some of these disasters which are taking place. Through our prayers, we may help Mother Nature to have leniency on us.
Pray or meditate. Follow your inner path and learn just how powerful you are, and learn that you are a leader for your people, your family, your children, and the Mother Earth. What happens within us happens in the world.
We must understand that such natural disasters are the consequence of the negative energy in our atmosphere. And this negative energy in our atmosphere is created by our feelings, our thoughts, and actions of either hatred, violence, and of killing so many humans and innocent animal lives. If we don't change our disaster-breeding, provoking way, then disaster will never end. We can only stop the disaster once and for all by tackling the root problem, that is, by stopping the killing of human and mass murdering of innocent animal lives. Only when we walk in peace and love on this earth will the earth and nature respond peacefully to us.
Kind viewers, we'll return after a brief message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Intuitive viewers, welcome back to our program. In 1993, while giving lectures across the United States, Supreme Master Ching Hai also lovingly donated hundreds of thousands of US dollars in relief aid when two of the country's worst natural disasters occurred, namely the Great Flood in the Midwest and the Laguna Beach wildfire in California. In the fire's aftermath, Master was invited to share some words of comfort at an interfaith prayer ceremony for the victims. Seated next to her was the late respected medicine man of the Suquamish Nation named Thomas One Wolf. An instant friendship was born as he offered to Master his personal emblem feather, a native symbol of high honor, and also wished to deliver a message to her.
The elders want me to greet you with honor, that you are the Great One. Thomas One Wolf, addressing Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Thomas was telling Supreme Master Ching Hai about his father, who was 95 years old, and his father had told them about this great messenger that he was about to meet, and that this messenger would be bringing the world to his door. And when he met Supreme Master Ching Hai, he believed that she was that messenger,
Thomas pretty much recognized Master from the beginning. That's what I remember. He was very touched by Master, by her presence, by her stillness, by her lightness of being at the same time. He asked her to have some moment with her and exchanged, a few words of how momentous, the time was and how we all, had a role to play in making things better and the goodness that she represented and the light that she carried.
After the ceremony, Master gave a message that is still meaningful today regarding our world's transition into the new era.
Whatever happened in our lives, it is kind of maybe unbalanced between the negative and positive. It is not the burning houses or it's not the disaster alone. It is the negative force at work. And that we have to reckon with. So don't think that the disaster here or anywhere are the karma of the people here alone. We also are responsible. Every time we think negative, we are responsible for disaster in the world or in our neighbor. So try to think positive all the time. Try to be loving and kind. Okay. Meditate more. Meditate more so that you add more positive energy to this world. Yeah? And refrain from doing something that is harmful to yourself and to other people. That is minimizing the negative. And meditation, goodwill, is adding positive energy. And our world is bound to become better, 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 and then become the best.
The next day, Thomas One Wolf and his wife Sherry invited Master and some of her disciples to their home to join them and their friends for a special heartwarming visit. As Thomas One Wolf's adoptive father had envisioned, Master brought a mini world with our multinational association members to his door. Thank you, gracious viewers, for joining us today.